Who does this to a bike, dude? Who tears a bike down like this? I hate you. I hate you so much. Alright, so this is my 1999 Yamaha R1. So I picked it up about a month ago, and what I've kind of done to it so far is, so it came with these race fairings. I'll show you. That's the underbelly. That's the front. There wasn't any holes for headlights or for blinkers or anything. And the back also had one on there, and there wasn't a spot for a seat or taillight. So basically all I've done is I've put it. Also, the guy gave me these street fairings, but these street fairings are off a 2000 R1, and they're slightly different, but they still pretty much work the exact same. It's just like the headlight holes are a little different and that type of stuff. They don't mount up perfectly, but they mount up like 99%. And so basically what I've done is I just did the whole back. I put the passenger seat on there and the taillights in there, and so those work, which is good. And I ordered these headlights here, and it's kind of just been sitting for a little bit. I've been working on Vulcan for a little while. That thing's like perfect now. It runs, rides, everything perfectly. So got the CBR there too. But now we're gonna be focusing on the R1. And so what I have to do right now is I'm going to take this front fairing off so I can mount it properly. I'm having a hard time mounting it while the front stay is on the bike. I'm gonna take it off so I can mount it properly. I'm gonna put all the street fairings back on, and I'll catch you guys when all of that is done and show you kind of what we're looking at for what it looks like. All right, so we're back again at the shop for another day. I'm just gonna show you what I found on the right side of the bike today. So basically, this is where the clutch cable goes. I'm pretty sure I gotta bend this up. I just need a hammer to bend that up, because this is just, the clutch cable is just slipping out. And then look at this. He snapped a bit in there, and so I can't even take this metal piece off or this cover off without drilling that out. I don't really feel like drilling that out today. I'm not gonna lie. So the other thing, I'm also pretty positive the reason that I'm not getting a neutral signal is behind here. And I also got to reconnect the what is it, kickstand at some point. I am so tired today. Clean the chain and do all that fun stuff, which most likely means, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take off most of the fairings, which is lame as fuck. But holy shit, that's a big spider. Look at this thing. That's a big ass spider, dude. That's the one issue I have with this shop, is that the spiders are just everywhere all the time. I leave for one night and there's just spiders everywhere. Y'all, this R1, whoever the previous owner is, bro, I hate you. I hate you so much. Who does this to a bike, dude? Who tears a bike down like this? Like, dude, look at these wires. All right, good news is I got the headlights working. They both work now. But bad news is, look, they only work if they're in bright mode. And every time they go to bright mode, look at the freaking screen. It resets itself. They both only work when the bright's turned on. Man, I don't know. This bike is something else. This is, oh God. I don't know what I got myself into, man. The freaking neutral light doesn't work. I'm stressing over here, like. This is something. I will say it's something, but you know what? We're getting there. That's what matters. I got the service manual. I just bought that. So I got that on my phone now so I can see what I'm doing wrong. That's how I figured out what the headlight cords were. 'Cause I got this freaking jumble, this mess here. But we're making progress. So I might try to take her on a test ride today. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up going, if we can figure anything else out. Well, good news. I took the R1 for a test drive, and it's very vibrating, I will say. And I think it's also slightly leaking some oil when it gets warm, which is no bueno. It vibrates a lot for some reason. And there's many things wrong with it. But, you know, it rides, it drives. I didn't go very fast. I don't have a helmet or gear. When I have a helmet and gear, I'll go maybe a little quicker. But other than that, it runs and drives and does most things decently. So I think I can sell it. Yeah, I'm not going to try to hold on to it. I think I'm going to try to sell it along with selling the Vulcan. That's where we're at. Unfortunately, I had to put this windscreen on it because I stepped on the other one and completely shattered it. It's in 3 pieces. So I'm pissed. But other than that, yeah. The coolant fan doesn't work. Neutral light doesn't work. The headlights kind of work. It doesn't have turn signals. It's leaking a little bit of oil. But, you know, probably could sell it for like $3,500. It is an R1 that runs and drives, and you technically can drive it. It just, yeah, you know? Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna do a little more work to it here and there, and we'll figure it out. Put the fairings back on it, all that type of good stuff. Go from there, I guess. So here's the bike running. It obviously runs. I can turn the lights on with the brights. Tail lights work. It doesn't sound bad when idling. It does run. I'm just sitting here waiting to see if anything leaks from down here. It's at 141 degrees, so it should be warm. So I guess we'll see in a little bit. There actually doesn't seem to be any leaks of any kind. Got it at the operating temperature, and it was perfectly fine. I think the only thing that was leaking, or I thought was leaking, was I just cleaned the chain and put new chain grease on it. And so I think there was just some extra that was coming down, because I use like the liquid spray stuff. So that's really good news, actually. Now we just gotta figure out, the cooling fan doesn't work for one. Neutral light, I mean, that's not the biggest deal. What else? Other than that, figure out why the front is so shaky when driving. I think the axle might be loose. But then, other than that, put the fairings back on. Dude, this thing's sick. Call it a day. That'd be dope, right? That would be nice to do that. Or ride it around. That'd be cool too. I don't know. We'll see. Keep it updated. Y'all, I got some crazy news. So this wasn't really supposed to happen, but I got in a part today for the R1 so that I could tighten up the front wheel. And look at this. I put all the fairings back on, and golly, she's beautiful, dude. I still gotta fix the front wheel and back wheel, make them the same color, but like, damn, bro. This is a gorgeous ass bike, I'm not gonna lie. Damn. So it does run and drive, and it actually does that very well. Just a few wiring things that are wrong with it, but other than that, dude, this bike is mint. Not mint, but it's sick. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a ride right now and just enjoy it a little bit before I film anything on it.